Hey guys, what's up? I'm Brian with Fishers Off-Road, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to hook up the AL3RT GPS. We just had a special on these about a week or so ago. Our buddy Phil Rideout was sending off-road, got his razors stolen, and we had an AL3RT GPS special. Kind of in honor of Phil. We even called it the Phil Rideout Special. And fortunately, Phil got his razors back. He got very lucky because usually when your stuff is stolen, the chances of getting it back are pretty slim. So here we have the new GPS, the new AL3RT GPS, and here's the older version GPS. Difference between these two is if somebody does steal your side-by-side, ATV, vehicle, whatever it is, first thing they do, most of the time, is cut the battery. They cut power to the machine, so that way if you do have a GPS, it doesn't track anymore. Well, this older version lasted about 5 hours continuous. And then this new version lasts 30 days continuous. So if they cut the battery, the power, this is still going to last for 30 days, still going to track your vehicle. You'll also notice that we have 4 wires coming off of this. We have a green, a red, a black, and a white. And I typically only hook up the black and red wires. That's pretty much all we do. We have about 30 GPSs, and that's all we really hook up. Now your white and your green wires is your ignition sense and your starter disable. I can't show you how to hook that up right now because I don't have the relay it takes to make that work. So I'm going to do another video on that, but in the time being, a lot of people will just tape these up because not everybody uses them. But if you ever want to go back and use them, you can just cut the tape off and get the relay and hook them up. So for now, basically what you do is you take your red and your black, your hot and your ground, and you can run it to your battery. AL3RT suggests that you run it to your battery. We've run them to bus bars. As long as it has a 12-volt current to it, the same as your battery, you should be good. We have used them on bus bars, on Can-Ams, and different things like that. You got your red, you got your black, so your positive and negative, and you see that they're about a 22 gauge wire, not very thick. So what we're going to do is Tyler is actually piecing together some 14 gauge, and we're going to put the 14 onto the 20, and then we're going to run it to the battery because it's not really thick enough to put a connector that has a big end for our battery. So what we're doing is we're bumping it up a little bit so we can put a connector on there for our battery. So is that what you got going on?
This is what I got going on. So these are push to connect right here. And what I do before I put them on is I kind of bend these in just a hair because it makes it a little bit snugger of a connection. And push these together right like this. I put a heat shrink tube on the inside of this and a heat shrink tube on the inside of this. And the reason for that is just to kind of give it stability right there. So essentially, this is just a demonstration to give you guys a little bit bigger of a view. Imagine that this is our wire coming from our AL3RT GPS, and this is going to our thicker gauge wire that we're going to put a connection on. I have the push to connect here, and you could use, there's a couple different styles of this. They have the barrels that you can push to connect, all that. I use the heat shrink tube on either end of this. This is just to add stability right here on the edge of this. And tighten this up real quick. And then I take a bigger one, stick it over top of the whole thing. Instead of using electric tape, I like to use these, so right like this.
So that just keeps pure, moisture, water, mud, dirt, everything stays out of that.
Yep. And now whenever like you do this, like if you're adding any type of extension like this, it's important to try and keep the colors about the same. So like if you have black, try and use black wire, but we know that white is going to be the neutral, black is the neutral, red is your hot whenever you're working on side by side. So like red to red, always know what your positive and what your negative is, because if not, it's easy to get them mixed up. Like if, for example, if you used a black wire on both of them and then you covered up the connections, you wouldn't know which wire was hot and which one was negative because you can't really hook it up to the battery and test it. So you have to like backtrack it after you feed all your wire. But I like to use the clear, and I use these right here. The heat shrink tube, it's actually got like a dual wall on the inside. 3-to-1 shrink, so I like these a lot. I mean, they come pre-cut, and you can see how much I use them because there's not many in there. Lots of color
Different
options.
sizes for different gauge.
Yeah, and they're not huge, but they're big enough. So, like whenever you go to do this on your Alert GPS, you'll need something that's small like this. I don't know how small you guys can see that or not. And then you're gonna go to, let's say, this right here. And now you can see the difference in these is just how big the wire is that goes on the inside, because they still push to connect. And that's how you'll jump up your piece to go to a bigger wire. And right there she is.
So you'll see that this says label side up. That's because your antenna is facing up. So you could put it on the side. It may not track within exactly where it's at, but it'll be within a couple feet of it. So what you can do is put it up like that. A lot of times what I do is I will hide it. I'll hide it sometimes up under the dash, up under the vehicle. There's a lot of places you can get creative, and a lot of wire here that you can run that GPS and hide it. So basically you hook up your positive, your negative, and then you hide your GPS, and then once you get it all hooked up, what you'll do is you'll see these two are lights right here. They will flash. So what I'll do is I'll tape those lights up right there. Once I get my GPS signal acquired and I got it all running, I will tape those lights up, because what they'll do is put it in a dark room or a container or a truck, and they'll see lights flashing. So what I do is tape it up so you can't see the lights flashing. And you can hide that thing all over the place on your vehicle. I mean, it's amazing. You can get creative where you're going to hide it. What I do typically is, if I'm going to put it inside the vehicle somewhere, I'll use Velcro, maybe 10-pound or 15-pound Velcro, or I may use zip ties to secure the GPS. Once you get your GPS all set up and you go to your login and everything, you'll be able to name the vehicle, put in your VIN number, tag number, all your details, and then also you can set up perimeters, fencing, all kind of alerts, speed alerts, whether it's moved, before hours, after hours. There's a lot of information you can set up for your individual GPS on how you want it to work. So if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. And again, I'll do another video on the other wires we got here, so that way you guys know how to hook those up as well. There you go, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see you.